trophy. One of these two gentlemen is going to win that, plus $100,000. But if Waliczek is going to win it, he's got to win 2 games. Kretzer only has to win this game.
I just think that's such a huge mental advantage to me to be able to relax a little more this match. Although, when I talked to Brian Kretzer, he said he was just going to try to strike every shot.
And we see Waliczek defeated Carl Simonis, 196-171 in this semifinal match. Ready to start on lane 19. So Kretzer picking what we thought is the more difficult of the 2 lanes to finish on.
It's an interesting choice on his part.
Waliczek leaving only the 2-pin. Of course, we saw David Graber earlier miss this particular spare, and he never recovered after he did that. We see the prize fund, $100,000 on top. The winner of this match, if it's Kretzer, is going to get that. If it's Waliczek, he's got to win another one. But anyway, somebody's going to win 100. The next guy 50. We can see that the other place has been covered at 25, 12 and a half, and 6. A great prize fund.
And none of these players, except for Brian Kretzer right here, he actually 2 years ago had the opportunity to bowl for this amount, but never made it past the 2nd match. None of the other players in tonight's TV show had ever bowled for that kind of money or had the opportunity to get to a final match for that amount of money.
And if any of our amateurs out there would like to bowl in this next year, the number to call, 1-800-VEGAS-95. Seven steps. Sends it out. That's what he's been doing all week. Drifting left, throwing right.
Mm-hmm. Brian holds the ball about waist high. If you can see, he has 3 little shuffle steps in the beginning. He did this so now right here he can start to drift left. He drifts about 20 boards left. This allows him to walk around the ball return. You see a good angle of it. Look at that. This was his first shot. Watch how he's about the 25th board. Watch where he ends up. Look how far he's going left.
I think we should mention, you see how far he's setting it down in there too, that he developed this style on purpose because he bowls so many megabuck tournaments in the conditions when he has to play inside all the time and they have to get around that ball return. There's a guy overcoming obstacles. He's a creative thinker. And
now it's a natural thing for him, so it's not something different he has to do. He did say he runs into trouble once in a while when he has to bowl in lane 1 and 2 and the wall is right there. But then he just kicks the wall and tries to throw straighter.
Second frame. Wow, he gets it back where some of these others don't.
He has a real nice release. Hooks the ball quite a bit.
Waliczek better be ready to play in this match, it looks like. No easy pickings here.
I could mention that we did, is Brian drifting around the ball return. Many of the players on the right lane playing deep actually just shortened their approach by 1 or 2 steps and started in front of the ball return.
In front of David Ozio, famous for doing things like that.
Dave Gwindon did it 2 years ago when he won, shot 300.
Did he really?
Stood in front of the ball return on the right lane.
Wowee.
Threw over the left gutter cap.
Well, right now, Waliczek is faced with converting the 310 as he went through the nose in the second frame on what we consider the easier of the 2 lanes. Needs to convert this to keep Kretzer in sight, right near to him. And setting his feet, fiddling around there.
He's going to try to throw straight and hard. I'll tell you, the 310, the 39, the 369, 10. Top spares this week.
No trouble for Lonnie. Converts it perfectly.
You know, we saw him throw straight at a 369 earlier and pick it up. That's because it was so difficult to get to that area with the ball hooking. You'd either hit that hang and it would just slide right, you'd miss the 9-pin, or you'd hit inside of it and hook away. See how nice and straight he's thrown at that spare? Perfect.
Lonnie Waliczek trails by 2 pins and will be right back. See, 1 pin is still the difference. Both players working on a strike. Kretzer in the 6th frame trying for a double with the 1 pin advantage. And he gets the Brooklyn strike. That may be a $100,000 strike.
Ball left to target again on this lane. Actually gets out to about the 15th board, but it just breaks sharply left.
Hey, it looks good to me. No reaction from Brian at all. Waliczek trying to figure out lane 20.
Look how far he spreads his index finger there. Does that to try and get additional turn or hook on the ball.
Looks better. Will it hit it? Yes. Well, it's still a tight match here. 1 pin the difference. Some of the other things we already talked about, a seniors bracket. It was sponsored by Turbo 2-in-1 Grips. We just saw the interview with the president there, Dave Bernhardt. The winner, Ed Dog. And here's some Ebonite winners here. With extra money being won all week long. Big money.
And there was actually 7 nights of Ebonite sweepers with like 3 or 4 rounds a night.
Lots of ways to win money. And of course, Sam Ventura from Stowe, Ohio. Ohio, we're all over the place here. He was an early bird. Of course, Sam is known for being early up.
Those were the Eastern Bowling early bird tournaments. So those were held before this tournament started, and there was actually 9 squads of that event.
So great place for action taking place here at Samstown Hotel, Gambling Hall and Bowling Center as Lonnie Waliczek takes the lead for the first time in this match. Can he hold on to that lead, or will Kretzer prevail? We'll find out when we come back.